What's up, family? I am Craig of Craig Creates, and I want to give you guys a behind the scene look of how I shoot my videos. I had a few of my followers requested and wanting to know what kind of cameras I use, what setup I have, and that's what I want to do today. I want to give you guys a quick glimpse of what I do in my office slash studio. All right. Now, first and foremost, I use something called Ecamm software. Ecamm software is basically having a studio, a TV studio in your home, on your computer, right? And you don't pay anything. I pay like $32 a month for it, but it does so much, man. I'm gonna make another video of what all Ecamm does. But this is how I shoot my videos. Let me give you guys a glimpse of what I'm talking about here. Now, this is a 4-camera set, how I do my office. And now, what you're looking at is my office, my setup I use every day for business, for content, for a little bit of everything, right? Now, the first camera you see right here, that is my Sony a6700. I bought this about a year, and it's about a year and a half ago now, and I love this camera. It has helped me tremendously make a little money here, and I wanted something to, besides my phone. I started out with my phone. Let me start there. I started out with my phone and a wireless mic, and that's all I had: a phone and a wireless mic and Ecamm software. And Ecamm allows me to do things like this, have multiple cameras, right? So I then went from my iPhone to a webcam. Now, that bottom picture right underneath me, that is a shot of my webcam, and I use it as an overhead shot now. But it's a webcam. I paid $100 for it, and so then I had my 2 cameras here. I had my iPhone and I had my webcam, but I also had a camera on my computer that I was using as well. I'm not using that now, but that would be 3 cameras. So now Ecamm allows you to have multiple cameras in your little broadcast. So, but right now I'm using my primary camera, which is my Sony, and I'm also using as a top-down shot my webcam, Facecam Pro. I paid under $100 for it, the Facecam Pro, and it's an excellent camera. Now, to the right of me, to the left of me, that way. That is my iPhone. That's my iPhone camera. Now you have a glimpse of what my studio looks like, my desk looks like. And I spend every day doing everything on my desk here. And I love this setup here. Now, I'll go into another video showing you everything I have. But right now, I just want to show you the multiple camera sets that we have here. Now, that camera over there, that's my Extra Muse camera that I absolutely love. I'm talking about, I use it almost every day. I go outside. If I'm doing outside videos or walking, I'm using that Extra Muse camera. That's what I'm using, because you can walk with it and it won't shake, it won't jiggle, it won't go up or down. It'll give you just that smooth walking, like you're on a smooth surface, you know what I mean? Just walking and talking, and it shoots from 4K, 4K 30, 4K 60, low light, photographs, slow motion. It does everything, man. It really does. So that's my other camera there. So I have a total of 5 cameras in here, and Ecamm allows me to do all of this type of stuff here. Now, one thing I want to show you guys in my office, and this is the main thing I use besides my computer. This thing right here. This is called a Stream Deck by Elgato. And when I tell you I use it every day, and it is vital to my workflow, basically you can assign any kind of buttons you want to this thing, any kind of websites, anything that's dealing with your software, your lights in your home, cameras, anything you can assign to these pads. And it helps me, besides going, when I'm on my computer, if you don't have this, you're going to each website, clicking on it, doing all that stuff. No, you can just click a button here and you can assign it to anything. Right now I have it assigned to my lights. I have it assigned to Ecamm. It runs Ecamm. It runs my Zoom calls, any kind of Zoom calls I do. It runs all of that. You can assign it to anything, guys, and I'll do a video on that too if you guys want me to. A full video on that Stream Deck. It is something that's vital. If you work at home, if you work at a desk at home, this thing will save you hours of time and you will love it. Trust me, you will love it. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have. This is the 4-camera setting Ecamm. Ecamm software is something that I've been using now for going on 2 years. I started out with a 14-day trial and they still have that. So if you're interested in looking at that, a 14-day trial, you can get that done for you. Now, just to give you a glimpse on what Ecamm does, y'all check this out right here. Now, this is called Live Studio, and I want to make sure I bring all the windows here so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is Live Studio, right? This is what Ecamm does. You have all these windows that you can do so many things with, right? The top window to your left here, this is my scene window. So if I click any one of these buttons, it changes scenes, right? It changes scenes. That's what it does. It just changes scenes, right? And I can assign any scene I want to this thing, right? It is beautiful how it works, right? This next window here, this is my sound level. It is the most important window that you would have here in Ecamm, because when people look at videos, a lot of people think it's the video that's the most important. It's not. Your video can be trash. And when I say trash, I mean kind of blurry, kind of, it's not that great quality. But if that sound is terrible, people clicking off fast. You have to make sure the sound is where it needs to be. And that window tells me when that green bar is moving, as you see right now, it tells me you hear me, right? If that green bar wasn't moving and I'm making a whole video, I done did it, trust me, I done did it. I made a whole video, 30, 40 minutes, and I didn't pay attention to that bar up there. And it wasn't, you guys, it was a terrible video. It was no sound. It was no sound. So you want to make sure that bar is moving up top, right? And it's so much extra that you can do with this. That's another video as well. This third window over here to the top, this is the interview window. So let's say I want to interview someone. Like you guys seen on my podcast, I've interviewed Dr. Elkins, the Tizinos, who just did a book, a fantastic book called Josiah's Way. I just did that interview. I just click that button and I will copy this bottom piece right here and send that to you via text or email. You click on that link and you automatically pop up on the side of me with the video, and we can talk like you're sitting right here in the home and have a complete video, a complete interview of us talking about your business, your book, whatever you're doing, or just having a conversation about sports or something like that. We can do that. That's what this interview window, that's why this thing is so powerful. You can have interviews here with this thing. And I love that part of it. Let me get rid of that. This window right here, this window is important as well because right now if I had a green screen, I can put a green screen behind me. It would do that. Chroma keys, call that chroma keying. Digital zoom. Let's say right here, if I want to click and I want to bring myself closer to you, I would do that. You can do that with this digital zoom here, right? And if I want to change the color, the brightness of my video, I can brighten it up a little bit. I can darken it up a little bit, either way. And I can do that if I had an interview with you at your home, and let's say you had an interview and your lighting isn't as great. You didn't have a good light to shine on yourself. I can fix it right here. In your home, I have you light it up just as nice as I would be during that interview. That's something else you can do. And all these things, the temperature, the tint, saturation, I can change myself around, mirror. I can go over black and white, do all these things right here in this window. And this is the camera effect window, right? I can put a LUT here. I could do so many different things, right? So that's what this window does. Let me get out of that. Now this window is a zoom window, right? This is my zoom. So I don't have to go to zoom. and log on. I can do it right through here. I can schedule my meetings. I can, if any link that you send me that you want me to join your Zoom, all I gotta do is get that link, put it in here, and actually go right to the Zoom. And everything, all of my features and tools that I have will be also in Zoom. So that's a really, really cool feature I love. And that's another video for this Zoom window here. Now, if I had a live, this window right here, let's say, and by the way, I didn't say this, you can go live with Ecamm as well. You can go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all at the same time, and TikTok, all at the same time with this Ecamm. This is awesome, man. It's an awesome system that they have here. But let's say I did that. I went live to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. In this box right here, it would tell me from each platform who commented live, right? Live time. It'll show me who commented and where you're commenting from. So if you're commenting from Facebook, it'll have a Facebook logo there. If you're commenting from YouTube, it'll have YouTube or Instagram. And I think that's fantastic that you have something like that you can do, right? So that's what that is. Now, this bottom window here is the camera effect window, right? I'm sorry, the camera switcher window. Now, if I want to switch cameras, I just hit a button, right? That's my top-down shot. This is my behind-the-scenes shot of my desk, right? This is my my MacBook Pro setup here. That's my camera there, and that's my extra mutes down there on the end. That's what that is. So that's how you set all this stuff up, man. So that's what that camera is. And I'm back to this window here, overlay window. This is one of the most important windows as well. Not as important as the sound, but it's just as important because the overlay window is where you can add things to put over your videos. Case in point, if I want to add a picture, I would just click that button, go find, let me get rid of this here, go find me a photo, or you can do anything with it, not just a photo. So let's say I wanted to add that picture right there. All right, that's me doing some TikTok shop stuff. I can shrink it down, and I should have picked a better picture, but anyway, I can shrink it down there, and you see how you can add it. It's an overlay. You're overlaying your video, and I can do that with video, pictures, text. I can use text to write my name. For instance, I can do a text overlay to write my name. So all I gotta do is just click Craig, put in that Craig there, and boom, voila. And I can put this, I can resize this, I can put a background to it, I can color it. I can do so many things with it, man. I just want to give you guys an example. I don't want to hold you long, but that's pretty much it. Those are all the windows, and there's more, but that's what Ecamm Live does for you, and it has been vital to my development and doing all this content creation and all this stuff, guys. So anyway, guys, I just want to give you a behind the scenes look at what I do. I am Craig of Craig Creates. Thank you guys for supporting me. I want to say this before I leave. When I first started this, I was afraid that I was too old to do this stuff. So if you're Gen X, if you're over 50, 45 plus, whatever, if you're intimidated by doing this stuff, God got so much stuff he wants to share. He wants you to share of your life, not your personal life. You can share personal stuff, but it's just stuff that has brought you through, that you've understood and grown through, that you develop from. And sometimes God brings us through things so we can share it with others. So when I got that in my head, because I was on TikTok for 3 years before I posted. 3 years. I sit and watch. I was a lurker, right? But God told me, hey man, quit worrying about what they think and just worry about what I think and do what I say do. And that's what I did. And I ain't looked back ever since. And since then, I got 1.5 million views on TikTok. Over 18,000 followers on TikTok. YouTube, Facebook, they coming along as well. But I'm specifically talking about TikTok. And I'm not bragging. This is not me bragging. If you think I'm bragging, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. This is to uplift. Sometimes we get in our own way, right? God got something already prepared for us. We just got to get out the way. We just got to go with our heart and do what he says. Anyway, guys, y'all guys have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good weekend.